think what you're trying to ask is why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black pushing them to identify with black culture. I think that's what you're asking.
Boo!
Yep.
Hello. It's Riah.
And welcome to...
You ain't gotta say it's Dynamics.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this Pinky and the Brain now?
It is.
Okay. Fine.
Hi, this is Pinky.
And of course on the smarter one it's the Brain. Actually, Pinky was the smarter one.
No, the Brain was crazy. The Brain was crazy. You realize that he had a mental problem, right?
Yeah.
Pinky was the only sane one.
Yeah.
just letting you know. So yeah, I'll be Pinky. That's fine.
Nah, that's fine. So it's Riah.
It's Riah.
And it's Dynamics.
And this is Angry Black People.
Yeah, well.
Hello.
Got a bit angry this week, but it's alright.
I've been angry this week.
No, I got a bit angry this week.
What's pissed you off this week?
Oh, well, electricity.
That's the same thing that pissed you off last week, though.
Yeah, it's just the thing that's pissed me off. It's my motivation at the moment.
Is it your motivation?
It's my motivation.
I noticed you've been getting up a little earlier and stuff.
Yeah, I've been getting up early. I mean, setting schedules. I mean, I got motivational, words on my fridge.
For real, let me tell you the story, yo. He came in the bedroom, brought me a piece of paper and a dictionary and 3 words and told me to look them up and write the meanings on a piece of paper. He took the paper and he stuck it on the fridge. It's diligence, growth, and what's the other one? Patience.
And patience, man, because I feel like we gotta be more focused.
Okay.
Yes. Some people gotta stop being so lazy, not calling no names.
I'm lazy.
Calling themselves
I deserve to be lazy. Hello.
Night workers when they're not working in Tesco packing shelves. You're not working in a warehouse in Amazon. So I don't know what night worker are you?
Listen, I was trained to walk my best in the night. Okay, so leave me alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I'm gonna say, I just watched Stormzy's ultralight beam cover, Radio 1 Live Lounge, and that shit is dope. And that just makes me want to be like, free Kanye. Honestly, they need to just free Kanye. Got him in the Kardashian sweatshop. And
Do you not think Kanye is free though? You don't think Kanye is free? No?
I don't think Kanye is free. Honestly, I don't think that he's free. Think about it for a second. He just looks miserable. 100%. Like, Kim Kardashian needs to be arrested. Mm-hmm. She needs to be locked up. Mm-hmm. And her vagina needs to be taken into the evidence locker because this is like criminal damage.
Criminal damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's one of the greatest, I would say one of the greatest artists of our times, of creative genius. And I think Life of Pablo is extremely dope. Like Kanye pioneered the Drake sound, the Weeknd sound, 808 and Heartbreaks. If you go back and listen to that, just be like, you hear the Weeknd, you hear Drake, you just hear all of these rappers today.
I don't know.
Facts.
Music got me so uninspired. I don't even know the difference. I just listen to stuff on my playlist. I will admit though, Life of Pablo was good. I was like Kanye from the time my friend gave me my first Dropout CD or whatever the case. Dropout. Yeah, college Dropout. Yeah, with the big teddy bear on it. Yeah, I like Kanye, but
wasn't he the one that put Chance the Rapper on?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he worked with him. Wasn't Chance featuring on something on Life of Pablo?
Yeah. I think he anyways kind of brought him through a bit, and look, he won 3 Grammys?
Yeah, did Kanye win any Grammys? I wonder. I didn't even check. Was he up for any Grammys?
Couldn't. He was. He wasn't
even at the Grammys.
When you get taken into the hospital, you know what I mean, and you know what they say, MK Ultra. He came up with the freaking Dragon Ball Z hair. He's golden blonde hair, you know what I mean?
He went Super Saiyan in there.
Yep.
So you know the next album's gonna be fire.
Well, hopefully. Because
you don't think so?
They say that crazy and greatness, you know what I mean? Genius and insanity is, you know what I mean? There's a very thin line between genius and insanity. You know what I mean? They all say that scientists say that creatives, they all have a bit of crazy in them, like a scientific fact, you know what I mean? And going to your point, they also said intelligence has a correlation with laziness. So
Listen, I don't care what you say. I am not lazy. I just work smart. Okay, I can do the same thing that'll take you 3 hours to do in 1 hour.
you think so?
So leave me alone.
I know where my skills lie.
Exactly, and
You're
so do
just
I.
more organized than me. That's why
Precisely, which means that it just takes me less time. That so you look at it as lazy because I have my shit together and that way I can chill. So that's why you mad.
Okay.
That's why you mad.
No, I'm not mad. Okay, so what do you want to talk about today then?
Well, I just want to say to Rihanna, happy belated birthday. Although she probably won't ever hear this in her life, but
Yeah, shout out to the only singer with sex appeal.
shout out to Riri. I just love her.
Facts.
That's my girl crush. Whatever crush, just Riri. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I think
That Bayesian accent and everything. Ooh.
I think God's already giving her a happy birthday early because she's finally learned how to sing properly, man.
What? That's very mean of you.
Nah, but did you hear her on that, what was that live thing that she did?
Some award, some charity award thing, I think,
Nah,
or
man,
international something
ooh.
award. No, it was good.
She was singing that blues song and I was feeling goosebumps. The way she was performing and doing all her little ticks and stuff like that. I was like, man, this is what... I even showed it to an artist, like, this is how you need to be singing the song in the studio right now. Do you see how she's feeling that?
But the thing is that... No, because then, think about it this way. Riri's like... She's singing the stuff that she wants to sing. It's not like she up there with like the star Beyonce. I mean, I don't know if she actually wanted to sing the star Beyonce, whatever the case is, but I think this album, you hear her singing things that she wants to sing. So
yeah, 100%.
So her passion and her range and whatever else comes out because she has that smoky voice, she has a blues voice, and she knows that. So a lot of her music now goes in that lower, like that tone that carries her voice. That
love
husky.
that husk.
Yeah, so she can be must be love on the brain.
Okay, if I say pop quiz, Rihanna, Beyonce, think of another singer.
What, Adele? Do you just want to throw Adele in
No,
there?
we're
since
talking
that's the
about
part of
black
the week?
singers.
Okay, we're talking about black singers.
That are charting right now.
Female. Okay, Michelle? I don't know. Shit.
Wow. So that's bringing me on to that's just proving my point. See.
No, I'm pretty sure there's somebody. Look, what about Tinashe and like Jhené Aiko and but they have their own lanes. Like I don't think anybody is
really
in there.
They're not really. There's a massive dip
There's
in
no
the
black
market
girl.
right now. Yeah, who's really taking over. And I felt like ever since Jennifer Hudson just kind of lost a bit of weight. I don't know why. She just went off the charts.
Well, she had all that tragedy occur, so I mean,
Yeah, true.
Nobody want to take a break.
Okay, let me stop being bad. But I just think that singers right now, like artists right now in America, if you're hearing me out there in Portugal, like seriously, just go back to just creating dope music. You got some of the best engineers in the world, best producers, best musicians, and you guys got time and money. Stop making this pop shit. Like the labels just want that pop stuff to put onto adverts and to movies, and then on to the next one is like popcorn. Come on, do like a live for the Pablo. Like sit in the studio and create some real interesting shit. If you even want to put a minute solo in there, you want to, like Michael Jackson used to put guitar solos back in his track. Like let's make some real music, some real dope music, man. Like come on, like this year everybody just go all out and just be inspired. And you know what, stop covering your emotions, man. Say what you feel, say what you actually mean, man.
So that's your gems for the week, yeah?
Well, yeah, I just had to get that out there because, yeah, it's been on my mind for a while. So now that I've said it,
you're good again, yeah?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm blessed.
Your heart's unburdened, yeah?
Blessed, yeah?
Okay, good. Okay, so let's just move into a segment that I would like to call What the Fuck America? This is gonna be a repetitive topic here. So every week you're gonna hear What the Fuck America, because America is truly providing what the fuck material every day. As a matter of fact, every hour. There's a new story.
Yeah, that's out there tripping like.
It's like watching. I wonder. This must be what it must have been like to watch Rome fall, like play by play. Like if the Romans had YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, this must have been.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? Like it must be what it was like, because
I used to cuss presidents for using the teleprompter like Obama, but I feel like Trump needs like a big ass teleprompter. Like a big ass one. Like, you know the ones that you see, the teletrons that you see, yeah?
Yeah.
And then like guys pointing with a big stick with the word. Like
so he can slowly
Trump,
read it out.
No. Look. Russia
is bad.
But Russia ain't bad. But I'm just trying to say
Russia ain't what?
Russia is not bad compared to America.
Russia isn't bad compared
to America.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna have this argument.
We're
But
not gonna argue.
Both Russia and America have had
equal.
their issues.
Russia is bad. Russia is
thank
bad.
you.
So it's China.
So Trump should be able to say, you see, this is
Okay,
you like them Black
on.
Lives Matter people. Sorry, them All Lives Matter people again.
God.
Right now, Trump just needs to say Russia is bad because he picking trouble with everybody else, but Russia.
No, you see, for the thing is, the point is no trouble should be picked, and you don't stir up the hornet's nest. America and Russia making peace is a good thing. America and China even making peace is a great thing. Remember, before Obama left, they were drumming. The war drums was pounding for World War fucking 3.
And then I stop.
But they've quieted a bit. Okay? They have quieted a bit.
No, they haven't. It's just turned from it being Russia and Europe and America to China and
But I'm
America.
telling you, like, I'm going to say this again. It's like 3 people, that they all have a bomb strapped to their chest. Okay? And everybody's saying, I'm going to press it. Okay? Right now, nobody ain't pressing nothing.
And please don't press it. I really don't want them to press it.
Against war games, and then there's the Cold War. That's why they had to have a Cold War, because Russia and America, they were fighting that Cold War. They couldn't fight each other. They have 2 nuclear powers, so they ended up using little countries to fight each other. Imagine that.
Yes,
that was like using countries like pawns.
Proxy wars.
Exactly.
And that was Osama bin Laden. So, yeah.
So if you want to talk about, okay, all I'm just trying to say is that, Trump just needs that big teleprompter and he just needs to just stick to it. There were no terror attacks in Sweden. I made a mistake. Because honestly, I don't know.
Well, Donald Trump has been going around the world pissing everybody off. So he started off by pissing off Australia. You know, the whole being on the phone with the Prime Minister of Australia, cussing him out for the immigrants, etc., etc. So Australia is now in a tizzy, and I've never heard Australia in any kind of... nobody pays attention to Australia except for maybe people in that region. Yes. I've not heard anything. But all of a sudden, Australia is like pulling out nuclear talks. They're not going to be going to the nuclear talks. They're saying they don't have a faith in America to lead the free world or whatever the case is. Then you've got the UK, where nobody wants Trump to come to the UK besides Theresa May and the Queen, apparently.
Okay, let's deal with one topic at a time. Let's go to Australia. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, bearing in mind, this is angry black people. Okay. So let's just see. Australia.
Yes, Australia.
A country of rapists, murderers, and criminals. That's what they were
basically
founded upon.
Yeah, basically.
That were sent over to Australia as one big prison.
Yeah.
Forgetting that there were black people living there. Is it? Aborigines,
they were out there.
man?
The Aborigines was chilling and shit.
They were just there,
kangaroo and shit.
Yeah, living life. You understand? And they just went over there, murdered them, bred them out. Now they have them just like the Indians on a reservation, and people can go and view them and say, "Hey, native."
Hey, native.
Throw them some food.
Oh,
and
shit.
now these people are complaining that they don't want immigrants, and they have them in detention camps. They're not even allowing them to enter.
They're not even in Australia. They're on an island off the coast of Australia.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not even...
So they're not allowed to touch Australian soil?
Well, I guess the island is considered to be Australian soil, but as far as I'm concerned, no, they're not.
And then they actually had the nerve to make a deal with Barack Obama to take the refugees because they don't want them in their country.
Yeah,
and
pretty
somehow they are above Trump. Well, Trump must be like, He must be subterranean right now. He must
Well,
be ranking,
you see, the thing
low.
is that Trump has the same ideals, I suppose, as the majority of politicians, which is conquer, destroy, conquer, destroy, conquer, destroy. Okay, fine. Except for probably Justin Trudeau. He's hot. Anyways,
how did you manage to find? Carry on.
So he has the same mentality. So I think what Donald Trump's thing is just that he's like a man child. He has these opinions and he has these views, but he has absolutely no way of how to do anything, because as I will come to a little later, you'll see, but he hasn't done anything.
He has.
What?
Okay, you see, because you don't play chess and you play checkers, you don't understand what has been done.
What is he doing?
Okay, the Republican are what? A very rich party, isn't it? Billionaires, isn't it? Okay, so now Trump has what? The most billionaires in the cabinet like ever. So this is what Trump is gonna do. Listen, go out there, chat all the shit you know what to chat. Chat the most shit. Be controversial. Distract everybody. And guess what? While you're distracting everybody and everyone is focused on the Trump show, we the Republicans, we're gonna repeal all the laws. We're gonna pass everything that we need to pass.
But that's not.
And that's
Trump,
exactly what's happening.
But that's not Trump performing as a president.
How
What
do
I'm
you
saying
know
to
that?
you is,
how do you know that?
In performances of presidents, stop thinking about it from that perspective. I'm talking to you about in performances of presidents. I had to take things out of context all the time. What I'm saying to you is that you're taking that out of context. Even if he is there to blind the public, every president has been there to blind the public. They do that behind the door shady dealings, but they also perform. Trump has not done anything. He has not even managed to get the wall that he said he was going to build approved. But what I'm saying, but all I'm saying to you is that there's a whole bunch of confusion and people like you. All I'm saying is he hasn't literally done anything. The only thing he's managed to do is get immigration to start going after.
Do you know that Trump is actually trumping America? And what Trump is doing what the British
I feel like y'all have so much faith.
Listen. He's doing what the British colonialists had done to the rest of the world. They've gone, they've invaded, they have stolen. They've pretended to build democracies and pretended to do stuff. They haven't done anything.
I feel like y'all are giving Trump. I feel like the person that's really orchestrating this cannot be Donald Trump. It's not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is nowhere near the. So I feel like y'all are giving Donald Trump way too much credit because he isn't actually doing anything.
Did I just say?
Then you maybe need to ask who doing it.
So what did I just say? I never said Trump is doing it. I said they said go forth. Talk. We know you can talk shit. You go forth and talk all the shit that you can talk. Distract. What you need to distract. Say whatever you want to say. They've let him loose in the White House to just run amok. And he's running amok. While he's running amok, they are stealing all the country's resources, repealing all the environmental laws, getting everything that they want passed. Matter of fact, Steve Bannon even got onto the UN Security Council, via an executive order. That's unheard of. So these guys have free
UN Security Council, the US Security Council.
Oh, the US Security Council. Okay, fine. So they're running amok. The media is so focused on Trump that I can't hear any other news. Matter of fact, if you type in YouTube right now to check what news are trending, it'll be Trump. So what else is happening in the world?
So can we just not mess with Trump? That's it for him. Let me see. The UK. Brexit. That's all the news that it ever is in the UK nowadays. It's kind of like the Trump of the UK. It's just Brexit. If Americans want to know what it feels like, I'm mentally exhausted by Brexit talks. People have dragged it out, speculated, give every opinion possible. If you open your news app, it does not matter. Whatever you open, you will just see Brexit, Trump, Brexit, Trump, Brexit, Trump, EU, Brexit, Trump, EU. It's ridiculous. However, they have
people just wanting more power and again resources. Okay, the EU. What was the EU for? The EU was a consolidation of resources, supposedly free trade, free
There was no supposedly in there. There was free movement of
free
goods.
movement of goods.
Of
Yeah,
people.
I'm just saying. Yeah, obviously because people are talking about trade tariffs and people are not being happy because all of this money that they were paying for to the Europe. How much was it? 300 million?
British people who make
How much was it? 300 million, 500 million?
I think it was 300 billion.
300 million that they were paying or something like that.
Million, yeah, 300
million.
million.
Said it was supposed to go to the NHS, which never even happened.
No. But that's just besides the point because people don't understand. If you go to a club and you have membership to a club and you are getting benefits from that club, you pay a premium fee to enter the club. It's the same way that you paying for your premium Spotify or your premium iTunes or whatever, and somebody else is not necessarily paying for it. They're getting the free version with ads and all that bullshit. You're not. What the UK was paying for was the ability to have a seat at the table with France, with Germany, to be able to be there and make a real change in the UK because your country, in the EU, because the people in the UK are acting like England wasn't there at every step and every point in time where there was a law put in place that was a directive that came down to the UK. The politicians are out here pretending to distance themselves so far away from this EU. But let me tell you something, the EU couldn't have done anything that the UK didn't agree with because the UK was present at every freaking meeting and they had just as much say as anybody else. They were one of the founding members.
Basically, it was like school reunion of the bullies of the world getting together once again to hang out together and run shit. Basically, France, Portugal, Spain, the UK.
No. Listen to me.
I get where you come from. I would say shout out.
I understand.
I'm only joking. I would say shout out to the EU because they actually were supporting black people. During the EU, black people finally could be able to get, a couple of grants, a couple of loans to start businesses. I mean, all we got over here is the Princess Trust right now, and that's a loan. So you can even get a grant. I mean, matter of fact, you can get a university grant to the EU as well.
Yes. So if you were EU citizen, so say you wanted to go to school somewhere else, and there's this weird ass law in the UK where even if you was like a UK student, a UK citizen, and say you moved away and then you just come back here to go to university or whatever the case is, you wouldn't be able to get any help. So what you would have to do is get EU student loan because you're still a part of the EU. But for the UK, you have to have residency here for 3 years. So I guess it goes that way. But my problem is that I know that there were troubles with the EU, but I think that the troubles with the EU could have been easily ironed out. Maybe the amount of money and time and effort put into these people having to go around campaigning for this, not having this, etc., etc. All that time and effort that they put into that, they could have probably put into sitting down with the EU and hashing out their differences, because then they would have been able to probably present a united front to the BS that going on. No. But no, you got Theresa May got to suck Donald Trump balls, basically, because...
Really? So you back with this... sucking thing from last week.
Okay.
Like,
okay. Maybe she knows. She basically has to kiss his feet though, because
she does.
The UK don't have no friends out here. Like, they're thinking about the ex-colonies and all. But your ex-colonies don't want you. Like, they don't like you. Like, you out here abusing the people from there that come here. You think they ain't going back home telling people about it? Nobody wants to help the UK. Like, really?
Matter of fact, what does the UK make? Okay,
trouble.
No, because the craziest thing is that the UK's biggest or most profitable market right now is fraud. Technically, fraud. It's the financial services.
Yeah, financial services and the service industry. The financial services, the service industry in general makes up a huge percentage of the UK GDP.
They're the
and
hub
then
for
agriculture.
The bankers. People don't know that they're the hub for the bankers.
Yes. The UK, particularly London, is probably one of the biggest offshore territory. What they call it? Tax havens ever. So, like, don't let nobody fool you. They out here picking on these little countries, telling them there's tax havens. Biggest tax haven right here in the good old U of the K.
Lax regulations with the banks, all sorts. That's why they love the UK. That's why they're there. You go to London, all of those tall ass buildings, banks.
Listen, I can't begin to get into all of this needs a whole separate podcast, because like a whole separate, like a literally like every day you can do a different topic for about 2-3 hours just full of absolute bullshit that used to be going on with. I don't have the time or the energy. But
no, I'm just saying. I just wanted to know because I'm thinking when they pull out, like, what are they gonna fall back on? What are they depending on? What are they going to be trading with people?
I don't know what the UK is going to be offering people. To be honest, I have no idea what. I don't know if they're gonna
To be
start.
fair, music is quite a big export for the UK. However, it's
Yeah,
like
but music
after
cannot make a
America.
dent. But music cannot make
Of
a
course,
dent in the GDP.
It won't make a dent. But just, well, come on, I'm trying to help the UK. Let's move on.
I'm trying to help the UK.
I'm trying to.
Ass.
I live here, don't I?
Listen, anyways, yeah.
Yeah, you want to be on a beach somewhere. You want to leave me to go back to the Caribbean.
Yes. I'm sorry, babe.
Nah, it's fine. I got work to do here.
It's just not my thing.
We got companies to build, so it's all good.
Okay, let me see now. Okay, yeah. So UK student that this one personally hit me in my soul, yeah, because listen, I know this life. So basically, if you go to university in the UK and you don't have parental support and you don't have like any kind of support, they don't offer scholarships very often. You might get bursary here or there, but they tend not to offer scholarships very often. So you tend to get a maintenance grant, and they got rid of that now. Or you get maintenance loan, and then they give you a tuition loan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just been reported that in the English-speaking world, UK students will finish school with the most debt. That's even compared to American students.
Seriously?
Yeah, Australian students. Well, the thing is that they get subsidized so much with scholarships. But the thing is that when they take their student loans, they don't have the option to wait until they start making a certain amount to pay it back. They have to start paying it back immediately. So it doesn't matter.
They're immediately a debt slave, basically.
So we like...
Trump had a university just...
Oh, God, that bullshit. How is he president? Like,
because it's a money. We all know university.
No, America's not read.
Universities are frauds. We should know that a university is a money making scheme.
Well, Oxford is building a campus in France now. France has opened its doors to Oxford and all these banks that you've been talking about.
Yes, they're just pimping out the Chinese.
France has opened their doors to them too. Who?
The universities just love to pimp out the overseas students that come over here. They charge them a ridiculous amounts of money. Yeah, how can you have an Elvis course? Like, they have some of the most ridiculous courses.
Like, listen to me. If you don't need... I suspect talking to a lot of people, they might say this or they might not. Like, depends on what part of your life that you're in. But if you don't need a degree, like, if you're not doing something specific, like law... or like accountancy, not even accountancy, like engineering, stuff that you need to learn things for. Like, exactly. Please don't waste your time and your money going to university because you're gonna be very, very, very disappointed. Even law, go get a
what are those
apprenticeships?
No. I was gonna say, what are those industries called? Like a surgeon or something like that.
Oh, the medical field, in the medical field.
It's called a highly skilled, highly proficient field. We gotta spend 7 years. You want to be a rocket scientist or something like that.
Like, if research is your passion and you're going on to your PhD and all of that stuff like that, go right ahead. By all means, go ahead and spend your money and get your education. But if you really just want a degree in like liberal arts or some dumb, sorry, I didn't mean to call it dumb shit, but but really, if you want a degree in something like that, like, listen to me, just read a lot of books.
We know what film students, I've spoken to quite a few film students, and we know what film students get up to, because when you're a film student, you get to travel.
Yeah.
And, should I say this? Fuck, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, like, that might work for some people, but I don't see why you should put yourself in debt for it. I mean, like, if you're gonna go and you're learning something like development, software development, game development, something like that, like something that put like
music.
Do you really need to go to school to learn music?
You don't have to. You don't have to. I don't think you have to.
You don't need to pay £9,000.
You don't need to pay £9,000. Yeah. You can go out and you can be a creative. But if you want to be proficient as a sound engineer, you want to do sound engineering, there's other like music for games and stuff like that. If you want to enter certain fields, film scoring and stuff like that, you do need to go in and you do need to learn music. You do like classical training, jazz training, etc. So there's certain fields, but yeah. Don't waste your money on stuff that you can learn off the internet.
So then though, yeah, don't. You know what? Yeah, and now on the internet, there's like so many courses. You got stuff like lynda.com and stuff like that. Like, even I would say business, like going to school for business, it makes sense, but at the same time, it don't, because it kind of teaching you something that you better off learning by starting your own business.
So what you say? Go to uni, get the $9,000, and then start a business, because the bank ain't giving you a loan.
I ain't encouraging nobody to commit fraud, so you know what?
I'm not a money I'm just
that
saying.
is you and them.
I'm just saying.
You can't get the $9,000 anyway. They paid directly to the school. They thought about that already.
Yeah, they paid directly to the school
They
now.
ain't giving it to you in your thing.
Yeah, but what do you get now? Don't you get like a maintenance grant or something?
You do. They give you a maintenance grant, but then the school will tell them if you're not attending in it. So then they'll stop it.
Just do what I did.
They do it in portions.
I went to university. I didn't go out. I didn't go partying. I didn't do anything. What I did though, I just saved as much money as I could, and I bought studio equipment. So while everybody was going around partying, chilling, by the end of university, I had a studio in my house.
Go
Simple.
you. See, listen to all this
Forward
motivation.
thinking. Nah, this is what you gotta do. You gotta just always be on your dream. Always be on your dream.
If only I had known what my dream was in university, I could have splashed money on it too. At a point in time, I thought it was latex books though. So,
Where are your law textbooks now?
you remember when you left them at my old house?
How did I leave your books? Why
Yeah.
did you put the books on top of the car and tie them down? Them things are expensive. Some of them are like £100 and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
thank you. Greatly appreciated.
Wow. Anyway, quickly moving on.
Kim Jong-un's brother is dead. If you don't know who Kim Jong-un is, Kim Jong-un, I hope I'm saying this right. Kim Jong-un is the president or the leader or whatever they want to call it of North Korea. Now, North Korea is the most isolated country in the world, really.
They created their own internet.
They have like their own world there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I've never been there. So
So it's a theme park for brutality, I've heard.
basically.
Yeah.
So
You know what's crazy?
What?
I've never seen North Korean porn.
Oh boy.
So you know how restrictive. I'm just saying how restrictive that is. Cause
You're right though, because even the most like
Even
depraved
China
country has porn.
China's
So
restrictive, and they even have porn.
they have porn. There's Chinese porn?
Yeah.
I always saw Japanese porn. I never really see
Yeah,
Chinese
but I never
porn.
heard of a
Have you
North
seen
Korean-
Chinese porn?
Like, anyways, like I was saying, I'm just saying that I've never heard of a North Korean porn star. That's all I'm saying. Like, is that restrictive? Yeah, carry on.
Anyways, what was hilarious about it is there's this game show apparently in North Korea, and the object of the day for this game show was to go and walk up to random men in the airport and spray water in their face. So these two women walking along, spraying water in men's faces. The last man that they get to is Kim Jong-un's brother. Mm-hmm. I don't know his name, and I don't care enough to go look for it. Mm-hmm. But they came across his brother. The girl sprayed it in his face, and apparently he just like got poisoned, so he's dead. And no, that cuts out any competition for Kim Jong-un for the
So he can rule
throne
till he dies.
Basically, I suppose that's what he can do. I don't understand. Do these people not think that they're gonna die?
No, they're trying to work on this. What is this cryotech where you can upload your mind to a computer, and then he be like.
Do you reckon North Korea or he be leading the country from?
No, he's upload his mind to the computer, then he'll be ruling like that thing from Resident Evil.
Oh, what's her name? The Red Witch,
Yeah,
the red girl, red wife, or
you know
red
what I mean?
somebody. Red Queen.
Yes, and he's
so he'd be like
America
the Red
forever,
King.
You know,
he's like America. Oh God, no, that's racist.
Nah,
I can't
do
do the accent. Don't do it. Okay, so then let me see what else stuck out. Oh, in the land of the free. Something that's not Donald Trump related. So this man in Florida the other day decided that, he's home trying to buy some shares for Target, and I guess he couldn't afford it. So he thought an appropriate thing to do would be to go make 10 bombs and then try to hire somebody to put them on the shelves at Target for blow up, basically.
So you're gonna blow up. And what was the reason for that?
Oh, well, he couldn't afford Target share, so he wanted to sink Target's share price so that he can buy the shares.
So how big is Target?
I don't know, Target's quite big though. Target's is like
stores
TK
do they
Maxx.
probably have then?
Quite a few. I think they might be
if he
behind
bomb
Walmart.
One Target
No, he was
store,
bombing 10.
He's gonna bomb 10 of them.
Yeah, so it was.
Oh, that was smarter. I thought it was.
No, it wasn't 10 bombs. It was 10 individual bombs to go to individual targets in Florida.
Okay. So he's gonna bomb 10
targets and
yeah?
sink their stock price.
And then he was gonna go and buy Target. Yeah. And then rebuild it in the glory of himself.
I don't know if he was gonna
was
buy.
Was he a white guy? Some of these
of
right
course he's a white guy.
Like
Listen
getting
to me.
inspired by Trump, you know?
I need to find somebody for send me the black man that has attempted to blow up America. Please, somebody send me a black man that has literally walked somewhere and say, you know what? I'm coming with my homemade bombs and I'm performing this act of terrorism on this. Cause I swear to you,
if a black man has a lab, he ain't trying to make bombs.
That is so stereotypical.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Is he like?
We're not
what
gonna
is
be
it?
trying to
Breaking
make
Bad?
bombs.
Is he Breaking Bad then?
Yeah, we're not trying to making bombs. Why we got lab to make bombs to do what? We don't like to hurt people. Black people. We don't really like to hurt people. We hurt ourselves. We don't really like to hurt other people.
Yeah, which is strange enough. We don't like to hurt other people. Like, I think they would think twice about hurting other people, but they wouldn't think twice. Why is it about us that we don't value our own lives? Like, we value the lives of everybody else over our own, I think.
I know.
Which is very unfortunate.
So I always said to somebody, summertime, a white guy could drive through the hood
with his top down
in his Bentley. But you try that
the whole
in your
thing
Mazda Miata.
whole thing gone missing. And you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, who does he think he is in his Audi drop top?
It's harsh. It's harsh. You know, it's a reality in some places. It's not the reality in others. Like, whatever it is.
I think they've basically turned the black man against the black man. They've turned the black woman against the black woman, and they've turned the black man against the black woman and the black woman against the black man. So everybody is looking at everybody as the enemy. And
meanwhile, nobody's paying attention to the black child.
Yeah. Yeah. No one's
I just saying, nobody's paying attention to the black child. We all out here concerned about everything. We ain't paying no attention to the black child, except for when they shoot one. That's it.
I've seen it so many times. You walk into town, there's a group of black guys. A white guy is walking past, normal looking guy, whatever. Nobody even looks twice at him. You start walking, someone's trying to look. What end is he from? What postcode is this from? You know what I mean? Like, what kicks is he rocking? Like, it's all of a sudden just like, why are you so interested in me? Like, all of a sudden, like, yo, you don't know me.
I just sometimes when I walk through town, especially right up at McDonald's and the KFC, I be like, "Geez, Louise, man, like, fix up, man." Like, I don't know, like, that one is a hard one. I don't understand British youth culture.
I feel it's like The Sims. You know, in The Sims, like, you build the bookies, and then you can put the Sims outside. It's like
but some of them picnic, they're not even look like they're old enough to be in a bookies.
I know, they just it's like they just put a whole bunch of bookies in, and like they just sprinkle some black people outside, and every day they come and they just literally the same guys just come and just stand by the bookies
and
every
it's so
day.
weird. Like, I understand like you can make money in the bookies, but I cannot understand how every day your life is going to the bookies and sitting there losing money. Like, you must be able to find something else
and
to do.
And trying to shot the weed that you're not smoking.
The weed that you should not be smoking, but you are.
You're trying to just...
Oh shit!
I think England is the first place I've seen broke drug dealers.
Yo, for real, I need to bring an actual road man on here so he can explain why the drug dealers here are so broke, because they act like it's a struggle.
No, like, they're struggling. Like, they're
British drug dealers they don't ball out. Like I don't know if they can't ball out, but they don't.
Some do.
But they be doing like big
90% of them is just.
If you just shotting, there's no balling out. Like,
if you're,
I don't know. The money must be under the mattress.
No.
Nah, you don't think the money under the mattress?
Man.
Somebody needs to explain to me how this drug game works in the UK.
I know some weed shotters that can't even afford studio time properly. I'm just like, bro, like.
But then what are you doing? Like, why are you shotting weed then?
I don't understand it. Like, how are you so poor? And
I don't know. Do they have to buy it back? Because you know they have to re-up. So is it that you have to re-up and it costs a certain amount? So say like, but then you should be able to turn a profit.
They're smoking too much of the weed. You cannot be.
Also, because you're smoking your supply, you're losing out on it.
You know what I mean? How you smoking?
I understand.
See what the smoker say? You can't be getting high
off your own supply. I don't know. That one's a bit iffy. Okay, you know what? So we're moving on to another segment now, yeah? Is this one I want to call people business, because back when we got a saying when you got stipend, they just say you're minding people business. So right now in this section here, I gonna be minding people business. This isn't Dynamics forte.
I don't mind people business. I'm hardly on social media. My Instagram looks like a billboard at the moment right now.
dry.
Yeah, real talk.
Anybody in your DMs? No, nobody in your DMs.
I'm too old to be sliding in people's DMs.
You don't have to slide. Nobody don't slide in your DMs.
No. Because I don't put no pictures up for anybody to slide in my DMs. And these days, sliding into people's DMs are just treacherous. You can end up an internet meme for the next 2 years. And I'm not about...
Oh, hell yeah. I would enjoy that.
I'm not about to be an intimate
I would
meme.
print that meme and put it up on the wall, I think.
Wow.
Just so you could walk in the house every day and see that meme.
Me?
Yes.
If I slide, I'm gonna be like, hi, how are you? Yeah, that normal conversation.
Let me hear your game.
Oh, are you on WhatsApp, by the way? Like,
that's a game. Listen, so he be sliding in the DMs and then asking for the WhatsApp. That's the game. That's the game. That's the game.
These days, and then phone numbers, like you can't you can't record my call or nothing, so you can't put that up.
Yeah, is that what you're doing?
So like that. So I don't slide into DMs because no one's catching me. Plus, I have a lovely, beautiful girlfriend. You know?
That was supposed to come first. Oh man, but listen.
Carry on.
Anyways, right? So let's move into minding some people business. Okay, so this week, I just been minding. I saw that Chris Brown has finally come to his senses. Like, I was waiting for this man to realize he's Chris Brown. Because I cannot understand why Chris Brown will come off of Chris Brown and walk down to Soulja Boy. It's like, give me a fancy thing. It's like walking on Mayfair and going down the road to
Dalston.
Yeah.
To Dalston.
Yeah, it's like you walking from there and you going to address like
100%.
Why?
It's like going from the Caribbean shop to McDonald's.
Yeah, it's like why? It's like you don't need to do these things. Like so I'm very happy that Chris Brown has finally come to his senses and decided that he's not gonna do this fight with Soulja Boy to save his career. To do the fight. Well, I don't know if Soulja Boy paid Chris Brown for the promo. I don't know what was going on there.
He was never going to do the fight, but guess what? Soulja Boy now has everybody talking about Soulja Boy.
But nobody ain't gonna like his music still. So it's not like he out here dropping music while he doing all this shit. Hey, Soulja Boy. Hey, crank that so. Hey, crank it.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, but
he was the original Salento.
Yeah, he was the
Salento. He was the original Salento.
Nah, he pioneered his own way, but I wish he would have stayed his lane and keep doing. But now he out here trying to act like a thug. Well, I'm not used to. He out here trying to act like a gangster, and I don't know if he really is a gangster. But if you really are a gangster, you need to pick. You're either gonna be a celebrity and you're gonna be a rapper, or you're gonna be a gangster. But you can't be both.
If you watch all the gangster films, have they not learned as yet? The real gangster never really has the guns in the hands unless they need to. Like never seen them doing anything. These fools wanna be
gangbangers.
Exactly.
They wanna listen. This is some game here. Let me give you some game.
The lowest.
I'm giving you some game because if you do choose to indulge in illegal activity,
on the ladder,
whatever the case is, the idea is to not get caught. Now I understand that you want a reputation or whatever the case is, and you would love to be known as the baddest man around town, but as long as the right people respect you, it doesn't matter. The right people need to respect you. You don't need to go around asking for everybody's respect.
You don't need to be walking into town looking like a shadow. Like, it's not that. Like, it's hot summer and you're in the hooded jacket. You still got your hood on. You still got your mask up. You got your gloves
hi, police. I sell drugs. It's like a big one saying, like, hi, drug dealer here.
Just search me. Over here.
Search me, please.
Search you.
Like, have you ever been stopped by the police while you've been in England?
Never.
No, never, right?
I've walked up to police and asked them, what are you guys doing? What's going on here? Why are you like what's happening here today? Like, oh, well, so and so, this is happening. And I'm like, one time I think it was a conservative was like, oh, what's going on over there? Like, I walk up to the police and I will question them. Like, I get questioned by the police.
You feel like you're a citizen, huh?
No, I am. I just
you're
I'm exercising my rights.
You're taxpaying.
It's like, what you guys need? I need to make sure that they're not trying to, beat up no black guys. You know what I mean?
Nah, fair enough.
But for me personally, no, I've never been stopped and searched.
No, you see, no, and I don't know if that has some. Well, then again, no, that's the argument when people say you need to dress right or whatever. That argument don't fly in America.
I'm not even talking about. I'm not saying you cannot wear. I'm just saying, don't
black
look like you're ready. Like, don't be a dealer and you look like you're ready.
A dealer. Like, black fashion. No, the thing is black fashion has become popular culture. So you can dress as black as you want to be, or you can dress as gangster as you want to dress, however the cases that you consider, and still not look like a drug dealer. But y'all out here with, like, coded drug dealer clothes. Like the Gucci belt and the little fanny pack thingy and the like, come on.
In the middle of nowhere where you ain't supposed to be.
Like, bruv. Like,
oh my gosh.
Fix up. Buy yourself a fucking suit. Something. Sit on at McDonald's in a suit then. Like,
yeah, be smart.
Be smart. Like, don't be an asshole.
Okay, why are we
anyways,
giving these people all of these ideas? Like, well, we support him. Well,
you know what? I support black business everywhere.
You're going to black enterprise, but you got a bit too far.
Listen, the Irish and the Russian mob and all of these people, they started out in the same way. These people use their drug money to do? Buy themselves out of being black. Because they were all considered to be niggas at the same time.
Facts.
And they went out there and they kill and they shoot and they rob and they bribe counselors and also police, everybody. Yep. Bribe their way of being considered to be black, and they came and they end up putting their foot on our necks.
It was Irish, blacks, and...
the Irish, the blacks, the Russians, the Serbians, the Poles, all of them was up in it. It was the same. Listen, America was not always all inclusive of all the white folk that was there, and they weren't always all accepting. And even still here, I don't think they accepted Irish people here for a very, very long. There's still tension here.
Yeah, Irish people were slaves, right?
Exactly.
Alongside, they even fought alongside the black people at the start in slavery until the slave master realized that these guys are banding together, so let's give the Irishman a little bit more than the black
overseer.
Man.
Let's make him the overseer
a little bit better, and then before you know it, boom, you're on the bottom alone.
We're still on the bottom alone, because no matter how subjugated anybody else is in this world, I don't care what is going on against you in this world. It does not, I guarantee you, will not compare to the black population in your country. I'm just saying.
100%. But that's why we're here, to kind of shine a light on the issues, offer solutions. Because I was walking down today and passing the construction site. And I was just wondering to myself, like, I saw the seat guy driving the cement truck and everything like that. And the black guys are just the laborers. I was like, come on, guys, like, don't you want to drive the cement truck?
Don't you want to drive the truck?
But I was thinking like
I don't know.
We can be more like, but the thing is, like, we as well, it's our fault partially as well, because we feel like certain jobs we don't like to go into.
If there's not a lane, listen, if there's not a lane for you, if nobody will make a lane for you, make your own lane. If there's nobody making a lane for you, make your own lane. I guarantee you, if you make your own lane, there'll be people there.
100%.
Like, make your own lane. There is always room for whatever it is, as long as you're dedicated to it and you're willing to put the work in.
Yeah, well, we made our own lane in Dancehall, and they blocked the roads.
Did they?
In London.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to block the roads in London. I think they probably decide, let's stop dancehall in the UK as much as we can. So all the Biebers and the Zaras and even Megan Trainor, I heard on a dancehall tune.
Listen,
so it's like now pop music is taking over dancehall, taking plagiarizing as much as they can, the rhythms, the beats, everything.
Wait, stop. Okay, so first off, apparently since about last year, in London clubs, police have been going around basically letting the club owners know, letting promoters know, whatever the case is, that dancehall is not to be played in their establishments. And when dancehall is played, like, it can't be any kind of like outlandish dancehall or whatever they consider it to be. But most of it is just don't play dancehall whatsoever. And it really affecting the scene in London apparently, and maybe even the scene in other places. Like, I'm not a dancehall fan per se where I would take myself and go to a dancehall rave. I feel very pressured. I cannot split. I cannot bend over, put my head between my legs.
I used to be a serious dancehall fan back in the day. Like, until me and my friends, like the three of us, we used to even do like the formation dances. We used to do the Pond the River, Pond the Bank, row the boat, everything like in time. We used to like, when we used to go on the floor, like people would stop and be like, who are these dudes? Like back then we used to do it. And I used to go into the dances, and obviously there'd be like occasional violence, just like any other club, but it wasn't violence like outlandish violence and that. People just going there, enjoying themselves, not having a good time. But I think the problem is they're always trying, since the days of Motown, anything black has always been deemed as outlandish, vulgar, and sinful.
Do you remember when they started dancing to like blues and stuff like that? When they had that up-tempo blues, it was like all underground because the white people just didn't agree with the way they used to dance.
Yeah, because they thought it was so
vulgar, sexual and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, and I feel it's eerily similar, but it's eerily similar as well as it's irresimilar in multiple ways, because not only is it that banning of the culture per se, because once you ban dancehall music, what you're really saying is you're not interested in dancehall culture either.
They love the culture, but they don't love us.
That's the thing.
They love the culture. They want to be able to take the culture and water it down.
That's the thing. So now they want to take that and put it into their mainstream artists, because come on, all of these people coming out. No, I have no problem with the black artists vibing together and making music. I don't care if American artists are. I don't care if Drake and Wizkid on a record together.
Drake is suspect, but
listen, Drake is big. Fuck you.
Drake's got a sweatshop, people. Don't be fooled.
Listen, Drake just had an interview. Drake just had an interview, and you can go back and check Mr. Aubrey Graham's his credits and all of that, and you can see where he writes his own music. Y'all need to stop slandering people when y'all don't know anything about them.
He took half of Weeknd's album. He's got Party there. He doesn't even promote Party Next Door. Like,
does Party Next Door need Drake's promotion?
Yes, he does.
Why?
You are the number one. You're the number one rapper in the world. You have Over Your Sound, which is your label. You got artists on your label, and you don't push them.
So is putting Party Next Door on his music not pushing him?
Huh?
Is every time that Drake has an album, Party Next Door is on his album?
That's not. I'm talking about you promote him and you pushing him.
So let me ask you a question. Have you seen Kanye pushing any artists?
Kanye, of course.
Who?
Designer. And before then, any artist that Kanye has brought, he has
so then when Drake has started, he wasn't pushing The Weeknd?
Kanye is a very vocal guy when it comes to his artists.
Stop it. Because I've never seen Kanye tweet, share, ask anybody to go and like anybody's music. And I never see Jay-Z tweet, ask anybody to go like anybody's music. But
they're not gonna do that.
But they give you an opportunity to be put on by putting you on their music. And it's guaranteed that if you on a Drake album, or if you on a Kanye album, or if you on a Jay-Z album, more than likely people gonna catch your fire.
That night you say not here, because seriously, you cannot be defending Drake. He doesn't promote these people. Even The Weeknd said it. The Weeknd said it on the sly.
But okay then.
So
I'm just saying Drake is big at the moment. I don't know. It might change. It's possible to change, but at the moment, Drake is big, so.
Now, you know, you can hold your little bit of white supremacy over this. All good.
He's beige supremacy for your information.
Yeah, beige supremacy.
This is beige supremacy. Leave me and my beige supremacy alone, okay?
Oh man.
God.
I'm only joking. A little bit. He's mixed race. It's alright.
Whatever. My original
His
initial...
dad was putting on some moves though in that video, but...
My initial point was... My initial point is that, like, when it comes to other black artists collabing with other black artists, be it like a soca artist getting together with a dancehall artist, an Afrobeat artist and a soca artist getting together, a rapper and a dancehall, whatever the combination is, I have no problems. Even if a rapper feel like hopping on a dancehall tune, whatever, I don't care. Because that's all our culture at the end of the day. What I do care about, however, is other people hopping on it and monetizing off of it. Not only do they not give credit, but even if they do give credit, I don't feel like the music that we have that you're banning and that people speak so badly about, and etc., and people don't support, etc. Yes, I don't feel like you should be taking our undertones, our rhythms and stuff.
Dancehall, they call it tropical house, they call it mumbaton, they take soca, they call it mumbaton. You understand? So that therefore, when people go to search and they're searching for tropical house, but they're hearing a dancehall rhythms. Listen, kids don't even know who Jodeci is. They don't even know who Boyz II Men is.
I don't even know who Jodeci is.
You understand? They don't even know who Casey and Georgia is.
I know who Casey and Georgia is.
You understand? So it's like they probably don't even know who Beanie Man is. Some of these kids, I'm talking about 17, 18-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids, when they're hearing like P-Burn a tune, they'll be like, ooh, this is the first time they probably hearing that kind of rhythm in their houses. Well, they're like, oh yeah, this tropical house is really dope. So they're not paying homage to the artists like Supercut, Yellow Man, Eka Mouse,
Mr. Boombastic,
exactly, Shaggy, you know what I mean, Shabba Ranks, Barrington Levy, you know what I mean. People like Sly and Robbie, who like they talk about foundation.
How do y'all remember people's names so much? Yo, like I cannot for the life of me name artists appropriately.
Man, I've grown up listening. I've
listened to it, but I've not paid attention. Like I never wanted to know who is this. I just literally I like this song. Like music is so fluid.
You will get started with reggae, with Beres Hammond, Morgan Heritage. You know what I mean? Gregory Isaacs, Luciano.
My mom loved Luciano. Oh my days. That was her guy. Whenever he come on TV, she'd be like a little starstruck fangirl.
One of my favorite artists of all time, Garnet Silk.
That song that you was playing the other night.
Everybody's gonna know Bob Marley. You understand? Shout out to Skip.
Skip Marley.
Sounding like a reincarnation of Bob Marley, but in the modern era with a proper cool flow as well. Is what he's doing is dope. It's a bit like mix of Bob Marley and Damian Marley together. Really cool.
I like Skip. Skip seems to be cool. I'm gonna listen out for his stuff.
Yeah, make sure you do check out his stuff. We're moving on to the next segment, and it is.
So yeah, this segment is what's on our minds. So before we start recording, we normally are having conversations. So whatever we were speaking about then is what we'll be speaking about now. What's on our minds? Lennox had a very interesting experience this past weekend. With some people from Africa. I can't specify which countries at the moment because I don't know the people. And they were explaining to him how common it is in cultures to have weaves. And like if you don't have weave, it's unacceptable. Now, I've got natural hair, so I find that to be highly offensive, and I find it would be very offensive if a guy was to come to me and tell me I need to put weave in my head. Like, why would you tell me I need to spend money to put somebody else's dead hair on my head? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. So I'll let Dynamiks tell you the story, and then we can go from there.
Well, I was in church. Actually, and it was after church, and it was just like for me, like, had this one girl, and she wasn't too bad because she had an afro wig on, but she was like showing me a picture of her really nice natural hair, and she's like, "Oh, but I'm afraid to show it." It was nice.
Can't say nice. Just
I think all her hair. I think all. See, I was gonna get to that point. I think that all hair is nice. That's why I'm calling her hair nice, because I think that all hair are nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm saying for me, it looked nicer than the hair that was the weave that was on her head, because she was in her natural element. Yeah, you see, don't try and trip me up, you know. I'm on this thing. So, and then her friend was next door, another beautiful girl, but then she had this wig on, and then it was like apparent. Mm-hmm. You know when your scalp is not exactly the same tone as your forehead, so you can clearly see where your forehead ends and the fake scalp starts.
You see, this is the problem though. In the UK, weave is bad. Like UK women, I don't know if it's the people in the hair shops who can't do weaves appropriately. Like I've hardly ever seen a UK girl with like a laid ass weave. When I have seen it, it's always like one of them quote unquote bad bitches. Like I ain't never seen just like and normally in America, even like the most basic chick will have her weave well done. But even in the Caribbean, like if you do have weave, well, from what I've seen, most people will have some real nice wigs or weaves. It don't necessarily look like that is what it is.
I'm not into human trafficking, and I'm not into selling body parts. But body parts are expensive. Hair is expensive. Like how much it is for a real hair, like a proper.
I've heard people spending like £500 on Brazilian hair, but I don't care if you buy £500 Brazilian hair. If the person who installing it can't install it properly,
£500,
then there's no point. Because what's the point of you spending £500 to get hair? Like no, let's seriously think about it.
So you're on the bus.
Yeah.
And you spent £500 on your hair.
When you could have probably bought a car.
You could have probably bought a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you had
it lasts a long time though. Like that £500 might last you 3 years if you take care of it. Like you can cut it, style it, heat it, dye it. You can treat it like real hair, I suppose. So maybe that's what they pay for. Listen, I have no idea. Like I never ever had.
And I've done some research and I found out that like Brazilian hair is not really real per se.
Of course it's not Brazilian.
Most of 90% of the hair comes from India or China. Chinese market is now trying to creep up on the Indian market, but it's mainly India. And to be fair, well, they said they used to use the hair they used to burn the hair or use to stuff pillowcases before this whole. So whoever came and thought, let's sell it.
Yeah, because they come along with this real hair weave. Because I think before the weaves that I used to have, it was like the horse hair or whatever. And you couldn't really heat it and style it. So it was like them dead ass weaves I used to have. Like, you know, when your hair used to
the
like
ponytail, yes.
Yeah, the ponytail
God,
thing.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh. Yo.
I'm getting
the 90s was a thing, innit?
I'm literally getting like flashbacks. Oh, terrible. Like in the Caribbean, it used to be so bad. Like some girls, their hair wouldn't be straightened.
Oh yeah, and then
so
the ponytail straight.
And then the ponytail is straight.
And it's like them call it pigtail ponytails as well.
Why?
So it's like, and then sometimes you know like when your when your hair is straightened and grease, it does look a little darker than when it natural. So then sometimes when your natural hair look like gray, like a dark gray or brownish, and then the weave is jet black, like the shiniest jet black you could ever find. It's like what? Why? Like it's not okay. Like dead weave, dead hair is not okay. It's not okay for you to walk out of your house in the morning with your hair sticking up. It is not okay for you to walk out of the house in the morning with your hair smelling bad. It is not okay for you to walk out of a hair shop with the invisible pot looking like Moses part in the Red Sea and shit. Like
seriously, like do they know how foolish they look to other? Like I wonder, do women know how foolish you look to other races when you got bad weave? Like you look very, very silly, and other races talk about it.
I know, it's so sad, but when you try to confront some people about this thing, they always on this. It's not like I ain't telling you don't wear weave. What I'm saying to you is if you're going to insist on wearing weave, at least wear a good weave.
But then it's less expensive to just have your natural hair. Go online, Google how to take care of it. You know what? Listen, I've got locks. I used to have cane rolls before. I actually had cane rolls, then I had twists. And I can tell you one thing. Oil. Just go on Google and find a selection of oils for you. Oil and a spray bottle with some water in it. Like, that's your best friend. Your hair will not be hard. And also get some multivitamins. Get some vitamin D into your system. Get some cod liver oil into your system. Yeah. So you gotta
cleanse your scalp with apple cider vinegar and stuff like that. Like there's so many things that you can do. Like certain oils good for certain things. Like there's loads of information online. There's like natural hair, Facebook.
Avoid shampoos that has in lauryl sulfate in it. That's a heavy duty degreaser, and that will strip your hair of
all its
oils.
natural greases. I wash my hair. What do you call it? They call it like a natural hair. People have a term
it's a
for
co-wash.
it. No, the co-wash is when you wash with conditioner. I wash my hair. I do a clarifying wash maybe once every 2 months. But if I don't, so I won't use shampoo in my hair for about 2 months, and then I will do a clarifying wash. Maybe use like some apple cider vinegar if it's available in a wash, and I might do it with some conditioner. But I co-wash most times. I just add water. Maybe I had some oil in my hair before, whatever. But
but so I was explaining to them like in your natural beauty, when you're, even if it's short, long, it doesn't matter. If you because you know what, you look unique, you look different, you look special. You know what I mean? Everyone with black hair, it's so creative. There's so much different styles, and because it sticks together in a certain way, you can create all types of different styles to make yourself look unique. With a weave, you can do one style, only one style. You can do
what? No. Boy, you can have a if you're wearing wigs, you can have a short bang today. You can have a side swoop tomorrow with long hair. You can have a fringe.
Yes,
with
but it's not going to be
hair.
as stylistic as how compared to natural hair. And the
natural hair is pretty as hell. You can do all sorts with British hair. Yeah. Natural hair is prettier.
Stop being an enemy of progress. Okay,
I'm not being an enemy of progress. I understand that there's some women out here that just don't like them hair. Like, and honest to God, no, I mean, like, there are some women out here who just don't like their hair.
Yeah,
they don't like the phase.
It.
No, they don't like the phase of growth that their hair is in. Sometimes it's really awkward when you're growing out your hair when you have natural hair. I was fortunate enough not to give a fuck about anything or anybody, but I had my ugly stage with my hair.
I remember your afro. It wasn't ugly.
Exactly. I had like my little afro. Exactly. But a lot of people didn't think so. Like, I got constant comments when I went back, oh, you cut your hair so short, blah, blah, blah.
But who cares? Because
I think even my boyfriend at the time was pissed off that my hair was so short. So, like they're like, it was to me, because I didn't give a shit what nobody was thinking. Like, to me, it was liberating. But then when I noticed it's like certain people's reaction to it, it just depends on how you rock it. Like, I rocked it with confidence because, to be honest, I was sick of having to deal with straight in my hair, and also it's like my hair's still damaged to this day from straight. So it will never go back in my hair. Creamy crack, never again.
Yeah, well, these girls are giving the impression that African guys, and they're not the first ones to give me this impression. I've spoken to other African girls that have told me that African guys don't like natural hair. They don't like girls.
I believe that.
They prefer.
I can believe that. Well, some African girls.
I've dated I was dating a Nigerian girl, but she was half white, half black. Right? And imagine that she had a really nice natural hair, but even then, when she used to wear her afro, she would get slated like, why is your hair out? Go and put weave in, or you know what I mean, go and straighten it and da da da. So even we ourselves, we make our own people, our own women feel guilty, feel bad for even trying to embrace the natural self. Even a girl that was at church, and she said that, yeah, people are saying to her, like, why are you wearing your natural hair for, like, it doesn't look nice. Like, so we have this implicit bias where the European standard of beauty is held so high that we judge our own people by that standard.
But even within natural hair, there's a certain set of biases, because somebody with a looser curl pattern, a looser curl texture, will get complimented for having a twist out. But whereas somebody with I will get complimented for having their hair in a wash and go style where it's out and curly. You know that with my hair most times. I'll get complimented for that, but I guarantee you somebody who has a kinkier hair texture than I would probably wear the same style, and somebody will have issues with them wearing the same style, literally the same style, same styling, everything, but just because the hair textures look different after, they will have an issue with it. So we have a problem where since I've been here, nobody's ever walked up to me and tell me anything about my hair. I've heard the most comments I ever hear about my hair was when I went back home, and people felt like they could have gave me their opinion on my hair. I guess I feel comfortable enough to do it. But I guess because I don't know nobody hair like that, they don't have that level of comfort. But
I think, well, it's just the same scenario with locks. I think that the more people do it, the more popular it becomes. Like now, everybody, I've seen some guys. See one guy in Nando's the other day, he had like what we call in the Caribbean, like we call them shit locks. Like literally, his locks were just like terrible, like just clumped together, and he was just vibing out like he had the greatest thing on earth. Like he was beyond.
Oh yeah, like the bonga natas.
It was terrible. So it's like things. The locks are back in style, and people are like loving locks. So like girls just need to keep rocking their natural hair. Like I love braids. Like if you're rocking braids, rock braids.
No, I feel like braids are fine. Remember to soak them in apple cider vinegar before you put them in your hair. You can soak them and dry them like on the heater. Or you can just soak them and dry them on the line or wherever you can dry things. Dry them with a blow dryer or whatever. But do that first so that it don't itch and irritate your scalp and cause all the stuff. All the complaints that girls just have for wearing braids, a lot of it can be taken away if you wash the hair first in apple cider vinegar.
Just like if you're buying clothes from a funny place, you wash them first, you know what I mean?
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, I think the stigma of black hair, I mean, black hair is beautiful. Was it back in the 1800s in America?
Oh yeah, like in New Orleans in America, like in the French Quarter. The white women were so jealous of the styles, the elaborate hairstyles that the black women used to do with their hair, that they banned the black women from having their hair out. Like they literally used to make them wear hair covers, and that's where that came from. Like with people tying up their hair and stuff like that. Part of it was that. Part of it was the sleeping conditions that you had. You had to tie your hair and keep greasing your hair so you wouldn't get lice and all them other stuff crying about. But there's like so much things that we do, and sometimes you don't even realize the reason that you actually do it.
Exactly. But when the melanin queen like Khloe Kardashian rocks her natural hair out, you know what I mean? It's all so well and good. Or her younger sister, they're rocking cane rolls or the full lip something like that.
Did they know what melanin meant? Do you think they know what melanin means? Like, I understand like there's different types of melanin, so I'm pretty sure Khloe Kardashian could by all means be a red melanin queen. Like, I mean, if that's what you're talking about. But if you're talking about in the context that we refer to melanin, as in black melanin, as in brown melanin, as in black people melanin, like melanated goddess melanin, fuck, what?
I know.
Like wow. I know y'all like to take our shit, but you actually cannot be included in this one. Like this one, there's no way for you to get in.
It's like me.
You don't have melanin.
It's like me saying that a vanilla ice cream is the best chocolate ice cream I've
ever had, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I want, you know what I want? I want white people in particular to let us have our things. Can you please let us have our things? We just want our things. We want black girl magic. We want melanin. We want our music. We want our culture. We want our hairstyles. Can we just have our things? Please. We want our inventions. We want back our history. We want back our religion. Can we please have our things? Because we want our food.
Our sciences.
We want, like, we really just want our things back. Can we have back our precious metals and diamonds and jewels and stuff while you're at it?
Yeah.
But
and give a couple of things back. Give the things back to India.
Yeah, give India back their ruby.
Yeah.
Like, can we have our things, please? Because I feel like...
you know, it's like that. You know what it is like? And it's like, not that they just take it. They don't just take it and credit you.
Yeah.
They take it and they own it. You know, it's like you lend your friend like a pair of jeans or something.
And then you go over to their house.
No. They come out with you and then they're like, wait.
In the jeans.
Is that my jeans?
No. They're my jeans. What are you talking about?
Wait, yeah, nah, those are my jeans, fam. Like, seriously, bruv.
Like, with no receipt, nothing. Just no facts. Just mine.
Jeans. Yeah. So that's what's happening. And
I really don't appreciate it. Like, I really would like, can we just have our things? Like, there are certain things, like, can we have our Facebook groups? Can we have our Instagram pages? No, like, seriously. Can y'all give us some room to breathe? We have to live with y'all in every sector of our lives. Can you just give us some room to have our things and breathe and put our foot up with one another and have our own conversations? We don't need y'all to police everything. Like, we don't need y'all in here to remind us about diversity and
I know.
equality and all of that bullshit. No, if I wanna be a black person amongst other black people, I think we should have that right.
Matter of fact, I almost swore. I didn't want to swear. Forget that. Listen to the bullshit. Listen, okay. I'm about to. Yes. I am about to break down the hypocrisy, the level of hypocrisy.
Yes.
So in London, they're banning dancehall for what one was it? A couple violent incidents, and what did they say? Lewdness and
It
whatever?
doesn't encourage good behavior, basically.
Okay, now imagine that Spain, Greece, and a few other countries are actually saying they don't want British tourism. They don't
Exactly. They don't want y'all in their
because
country.
of how rude, violent, rude,
disrespectful, everything. So yeah, this is
Explain
the
that
thing.
one.
This
I
is
would
the
love to
thing.
know
And I
that
know
one.
it's not black British tourists alone out there misbehaving. So I'm very, 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 and possibly it might not even be Jamaicans out there misbehaving.
I don't think that
it's not Jamaicans out there misbehaving. So what I would like to know,
who's fucking up the rest
British
of the world?
people have a reputation in the rest of the world
being the rudest
as the
tourists.
rudest tourists ever, as the worst tourists, as a disrespectful tourist, as people with like. I don't know, one of the people that got worse reputation, and it's just because of the insolence and the ignorance is Americans. But British people have the worst reputation when it comes to being a tourist. Literally pissed drunk all over the place. And you mean to tell me that y'all want to be out here banning people cultural music under the guise of disrespectfulness and rude behavior, whatever the case is. But y'all people don't know how to behave anyway. Like British people have no behavior.
Number 2 example, football.
Oh yeah.
Football hooliganism. You mean to tell me that
But they
every
ban
year-
songs from playing at football matches though. Just
Hold on.
so that they don't rise up
No.
with it.
Every year, the police bill is so extensive. I saw them in town. The police literally had a group of guys quarreled because I think the rival
Gang
team or
was trying to
something
get to the train
nearby.
station.
Are you kidding me? So
Like-
you guys are literally policing these guys every year, but allowing them to
Every
come from
Sunday.
wherever they are
Yeah.
to fight.
Every
Yeah?
Sunday there's football matches in town, and every Sunday there's heavy police presence in town because
And
these
that's not violent.
fools can't
That's
behave
not-
themselves, but they out
That's
here.
not violent. That's not lewd.
Hypocrisy, absolute
At
and
its
utter hypocrisy.
finest.
But I
At
really
its
just
finest.
want, listen, white people. I just want, and furthermore, if you're gonna be banning dancehall, then you need to ban one dance from playing in the club. You need to ban all of Tory Lanez sounds from playing in the club. You need to ban all these people that happen on these tropical house
Yep.
rhythms from playing in the
Zara,
club.
whatever
If
her
you
name
really
is,
trying to
lost
ban,
some tracks.
because if you're saying
Yeah, all
you're
of these
banning that
tropical house
music,
tracks, they need to ban it as well. Yeah.
unless you mean you're only
So-called.
banning the ones with the Jamaican accent on it. In that case, then, well, excuse me.
Yeah, because obviously an accent is inciting violence, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah, the Jamaican accent just incites violence, apparently.
I'm
Well-
gonna just come off of this topic before I
No, but
burst the nerve. Seriously.
what my thing about it is just I want us to be able to have our things. Like I really want us to have our fucking things. Like white people, can we have our shit? Like I really, really want us to have
You
our
really want to
things.
have your stuff, yeah?
Yes, because
If you guys have taken Riot's
you
toys away,
taking our
like,
toys away. I
give
want
it-
my
give-
shit
give-
back.
Give her back a
Can
toys,
we have our
please.
toys back, please?
Give back a toys.
Like dead ass.
Okay.
Okay, that's just a feeling. It's just
Wow.
a feeling.
I feel like I brought up a nerve.
Nah.
No, but
anyways.
it's only factual though, because through imagine that Pharrell he was part of that movie. What's that movie when about the literally the black human computers, the women human computers, hidden figures, and he actually put lies into the movie just to make it so. He had to put white people in the movie helping these people just to make the film sell. When if you look at all the actual documentaries,
If you read the book and the documentaries and everything, they
them-
didn't have any help.
Without them, they didn't have the help. Without them, the NASA space program wouldn't even be possible.
Exists. Yes.
Yes,
so
because no one had the algorithms but them.
the great white help that they always put in all like I don't ever think I see a there is not a movie with a black protagonist where they don't have where they don't have people of other cultures helping.
Django.
Yeah. Django? Django didn't have a white slave master.
He didn't have nobody helping him.
He was walking with a white man.
Was he?
Yeah. Django? Django wasn't alone by himself. Remember, he wasn't walking with a white man.
I need to go watch Django again.
We need to watch Django again. But anyways.
Nate.
Who, Nate Parker?
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh. Yeah, but the white woman teaches the child.
Is it Nat Turner?
Nat Turner.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the white woman that teach him to preach?
Yeah, but that wasn't. Come on, son. That was.
Nah, I'm just saying. Anyways, fuck it. Never mind. Yeah.
Man.
Whatever. I'm emotional about that topic.
Clearly.
You see, this is what happens when you argue with emotion. You bring up the most stupid points just to prove your point because you can't think. Because you're arguing out of emotion. It's not logical.
Okay, I think we can come on to the Black Business of the Week.
Yeah. Black Business of the Week. So, for me, I've decided that classic A Grill and Bar is my Black Business of the Week. Now, if you're ever in Birmingham, that's Birmingham, United Kingdom. Birmingham. In the Jewelry Quarter, on the way to Tesco, there's this restaurant next to what's the British restaurant called? The Viceroy.
Yeah, the Viceroy.
There's this
restaurant called the Viceroy.
There's this Indian restaurant called the Viceroy, and right next to it is this place called Classic Grill and Bar. They are Congolese. Yeah, so they're Congolese. Cameroon. Yeah. Cameroon or Congolese?
Yeah, Cameroon.
I said it was Congolese.
No, Cameroon.
Yeah. Okay, so they're from Cameroon, and the cuisine is mostly Cameroonian cuisine, but it is absolutely awesome. They got like taba, they got fish pepper soup, they got actual pepper soup, they got okra stew, they got fried fish, they got dodo, they got what's they call a little puff bar? Puff. They got
taba.
Yeah, what's that taba?
You said taba. I just love taba, so I said taba.
Yeah, we love taba.
Yeah, egusi.
They got egusi. All the traditional African dishes, pounded yam, all that stuff.
Fried fish is to die for.
Yeah, the fried fish is on point. The fried snapper, get the fried snapper.
Yeah.
The grilled fish, I think it was nice when I had it as well. And there's a mixed grill.
Yeah, that's
with
really
like
nice.
with like is it lamb ribs? He does lamb ribs, yeah. It's a mixed grill with like lamb ribs or whatever. I don't know if they still do that, but the chicken is nice as well. Everything is nice.
And the guy is quite very humble.
And the guy is really nice.
From scratch. I've been a customer from the start. Okay, my Black Business of the Week is vegan. Alex, I gotta say shout out to her with her vegan cooking classes, and also she's doing that Reed's Way with her kale chips and the kale crisps.
Was that the girl that we got the kale chips from the time?
Really,
okay,
really
that
nice.
was awesome.
Very,
so
very
it's
nice.
really good. I've actually had it then. Those kale, it was like kale chips with cheddar. It was really sick. But yeah.
And thanks to everyone who've been listening. We got your comments. Like my favorite comment of the week from the first podcast was actually from Gabby, and she said, and I read, she says 30 minutes in, she says she's torn between shaking her head and laughing out loud. She's like she learned loads of stuff she didn't know, and she loves the perspective as well. So a couple of people have said like after listening to it, they was like, man, I know from England, but man, my heart is in the Caribbean, and they love the Caribbean accents and everything like that. So I feel like it's working. So thanks to everyone who's been supporting.
You guys. And keep supporting. Like, share, subscribe. We are on everything. It's www.angryblackpeople.com. Yes. On Twitter, it's ABP Podcast. On Facebook, it's Angry Black People. On SoundCloud, it's Angry Black People. On Instagram, it's Angry Black People. Just please. And also on the if you use iTunes for your podcast, then we're also in the podcast section. So Angry Black People in the podcast section as well. And just keep liking and subscribing and coming back every week. It's every Friday afternoon. There'll be an episode out. So yeah. I think it's time to go in it.
Yeah, so you can say your little peace, love, and whatever chicken grease that you like to say.
Yes, on social media, if you're ever interested in getting in contact. There's email forms on the actual website, but if you're interested in contact, leaving feedback, whatever, it's at Riah B on Instagram. That's your best bet at getting at me. And
it's at Lennis Dynamiks and everything.
Okay.
Actually, people actually think my last name is Dynamiks.
You know what? I'm gonna be like Riah Dynamics.
One day.
Is that
very
just
soon.
one day?
Yeah.
Just gonna be Riah Dynamics.
Yeah. Okay. So peace out.
Y'all heard
everybody.
that, right?
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace, love, and chicken grease. Bye.